Welcome back to the Parker's podcast. I'm Rose and this is Francel.
So you forgot your name? Like, what the heck? What's up, everybody?
I didn't forget my name. I was going to say, coming to you live from,
You're still live, bro?
Always,
we're in the new location and everything.
I know. I always forget.
Yeah. Well, we always try to rep Christian in the lab.
Mm-hmm. And it's funny because I literally come in and then I have all this stuff I want to talk about. And then as soon as the camera starts, I'm like brain dead.
Oh, I always want to talk about a lot of things, but I'm not allowed to. I get censored before we start shooting.
Correct.
She said correct that way so I don't elaborate on what I get censored on.
Yes.
Even though the whole time I've been trying to think of what not to say. Like, it's so bad.
I'm glad you think this is funny.
It's hilarious to me.
Anyways, we had a great weekend.
We did have a good weekend.
It was our first weekend. I think it was our first weekend with our grandbaby.
No. He's been here before?
No, I know, but he only came for one day the last time.
No.
Yeah, we just fit everything into one day.
We crammed a lot into that one day. Yeah.
Yep. This is our first weekend. It was fun.
Yep.
So Calissa and Tyler and TJ came by.
Yeah. That was a good time. Got to go fishing. Mm-hmm. Yep. Posted a video of us at the fishing pier on Facebook. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, you guys were running down the pier. And
he's all gas, and when he went to hit the brakes, traction control was turned off.
Yeah, and he just straight fell. It was so cute, though.
Yeah.
But he's adorable. And then we went to church yesterday, and then, because it's Monday when we record these, and went down to the Children's Museum, which was awesome. This little kid, anytime he sees water, he's drinking the water.
Like, my gosh, I'm like, you want to talk about building an immune system? All the water toys are in there, and my guy is just sitting there. At one point, he gets a shovel, and he's like, and I'm like, bro, give him his sippy cup.
Well, and they did. And he would stand there, take a few sips out of the sippy cup with his hand in the water. And as soon as the sippy cup's gone, the hand's right back in the mouth. It was so gross.
100%.
But I'm like, you know what?
Boosting that immune system.
He's going to be healthy as a whip.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Good times.
So, yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
And they'll be back eventually, probably 100%. In the next month or so.
Yep.
So it's cool because they live pretty close now. They're over near Fort Lauderdale.
What's the city called?
I think it's like Weston area. I think it's Weston.
I don't know. She says she's still 45 minutes from Miramar.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or something. I don't know. It's an exit off of Alligator Alley, though, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So they're like not Miami, not Fort Lauderdale, but they're outside of that.
Yeah, literally, like cool. Right on the other side of the Everglades.
Yeah. So
it was fun. And then we have this camping trip coming up.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be cool.
Lake Okeechobee.
Yeah.
I'm kind of scared because we've not boondocked yet. And the other night, our well pump went out. And so it went out. We got it fixed.
I fixed it.
I know, but I'm saying then the next night, it went out again.
And then I fixed it.
But I had the shower because I couldn't go 2 nights without a shower. And so I went into the camper and I used like half of the tank of water to shower. So I don't know how we're going to do boondocking.
You're going to have to be quick about it.
I was quick.
No, you weren't.
I have to.
15 minutes is not quick.
I just.
Yo, listen, I can get in the shower at 9:00 and get out 9:03 and have washed everything in my hair and be good to go.
Yeah, that's not me.
It's going to need to be you, or you're going to be washing your butt in Okeechobee.
I don't know how I'm going to do this because
that's your only
5
choice.
days. So even if I showered like the day that we're leaving and I skipped that night, I still need at least a good 3 showers.
Then they better be 3-minute showers.
I don't know how this is going to work. So
listen, man.
Yeah, we'll see. I might have to bring those big 5-gallon jugs and just somehow get them into the tank.
What the heck is that gonna do?
I have no idea.
Like what? Like I'm telling you, you're gonna have to like go just bathe in the lake.
That's not happening.
old days.
Yeah, man. Like, I'll draw you a bath. You know, like, shoot. What the heck?
That's not happening. I'll let the kids go without showers. Do the little outdoor hose thing.
Christian bringing up the old days. We were talking before we started shooting about different movies. I'm talking about John Carter. He's never seen John Carter of, I think it's of John Carter of Earth. And I'm
2010, I think.
Yeah. And it's like, yo, I've been waiting for the second version of that because of the way it ended. There has to be a part 2 to that movie. Great movie. It's a. I think.
You know why there's no part 2?
Why?
Because it stinks.
Yeah, it was clearly a terrible movie if they never made another one.
Says the guy that likes Star Wars.
I don't.
No, he said he didn't like Star Wars.
Bro.
But he said
Dune
that
is,
new movie Dune
you
just
haven't
came
even
out.
seen John Carter.
No.
Once you watch,
right. I can't knock it.
you can't knock it. It was a great movie, like especially the time period. The storyline was absolutely really, really. It's a love story too, kind of. It's an action love story, which kind of tripped me out. I'm like, if more people got into a fist fight with their a girl enemy and then became lovers, I think they'd be able to sustain the relationship a little bit better.
So he beats up a woman.
No, they get in a fight.
Like purple?
What do you mean, like purple?
No, verbal or.
Oh no,
physical?
I think they were using swords or something like that. I can't remember.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was such a good
Yo,
movie
Mr. and Mrs.
that
Smith.
you can't even remember.
Dude, it came out in 2010. That's 14 years ago. Like, what the heck?
Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I like that.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith was a great movie. I mean, Brad Pitt, Angelina, and I mean, they threw hands.
They remade that one.
Yeah, I have yet to.
I haven't
Oh, did they?
Yeah,
Oh, I
and
didn't know.
who is it? Who's in that one?
Childish Gambino, the rapper, Donald Glover, I think is his name.
Yeah, Daniel Glover. Yeah, I think that's going to be a horrible remake.
Is it already out?
Yeah, it's
on
out.
Amazon.
I haven't had even a desire to see it.
I don't watch TV.
They just
very
came
much.
out with the new Ghostbuster too, and I'm like, you go from Ghostbuster with the original cast, 1, 2, and 3, and then you go Girl Ghostbuster, and it's like, and now you're coming up with the old dudes from Ghostbuster back, and I'm like, they old as crap. They not fighting ghosts no more. It must be them as ghosts fighting ghosts.
Yeah, actually.
Oh my gosh.
They're just making money. They're just milking it.
I don't know. I don't really watch TV. I don't watch movies unless I'm driving. I know that sounds terrible. I know.
Yeah,
I knew I was
literally.
gonna get. I know.
This is how you know I believe in Jesus, because I'm sitting here. She drives to Ohio while watching television the entire time.
I stay awake the whole time.
Yeah, because she let Jesus take the wheel.
I do have a little automated driving, so it helps. But even before then, I was still doing it.
I know. And she says I'm a bad driver. She can't let me drive. And it's like, yo, at least I'm
Well,
looking out the windshield.
No,
as I'm
it's
driving.
different. He falls asleep at the wheel.
It's been a while since I've done that.
That's because literally everybody knows you do, and nobody lets you drive at
That's
night.
not true. That's not true.
Even his kids.
That's not true. Shoot. I drive, as I've gotten older, I drive better at night.
Yeah, okay.
For real.
Even when we're at work, the guys will drive for you.
Because I don't like to drive. Literally, I have Josh, like when we're at work, I'll have Josh drive my truck because I just don't feel like driving. Do you know how many rounds of Tetris I could play when he's driving? Like,
Yeah, see, and that's the thing. Like, if I'm not driving, I can't do anything but sleep. If I'm awake, I'm throwing up. Which is
going
gonna
to
be-
say it. You be pinning me in corners to where you know you triggering me to say stuff, and you get mad at me when I say it. But like, don't toss me the alley oop if you don't want me to dunk. Like,
I want to go we're going on a cruise in a couple weeks, and I want to go ask my doctor if he'll give me the shots because I get severe motion sickness.
there's a shot for that.
I've been reading about or like researching it, trying to figure out. I think that it also knocks you out though. So
So how do you take the shot when the trip isn't until April 1st?
I would
the shot
take it
now.
no, you take it the day before or something, and apparently it only lasts for a couple of days. So I would have to take more with me and get the shots.
What the heck?
It's kind of like the B12 shots you were giving me before.
Dude, when I tell
Listen,
you,
I just
like,
can't get sick. That's
I
the
thank
thing.
God that I'm a thoroughbred and that these things, I have never been seasick. I don't have allergies. I can't relate to a whole. I don't even have like a very like specific taste. Like I can enjoy a lot of things, and if I don't like it, I'm at least willing to try it. Like I feel for you guys that like are picky eaters and get motion sickness and have allergies and all this.
It's getting worse too
That
because
has to be a hard existence.
the last time I flew, I almost threw up, and I'm like,
On a
gosh,
plane?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's like anything. It's anything.
I don't know.
Roller coasters, if they're too spinny, I get sick. I mean, and it used to not be like this, but it's like as I'm getting older, it just keeps getting worse.
Hey, the only time I think I came close to getting motion sickness is when we were at Dave and Buster's.
Oh yeah.
And they had this Men in Black alien fighting thing.
It was a 3D, one of those 3D rides.
It was a VR
oh, yeah, virtual,
thing.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know what that was, but when I got off that thing, I'm like, yo, I don't feel good. I don't know why. I can't describe this. And we didn't even go nowhere. It was just in a jostle thing, which was cool. The jostling didn't do it. And then it's a fan. It was the audio or the visual stimulant.
It's the visual, but then it also has like slight motions to make you feel like you're doing those motions.
Well, the new Adam Sandler movie that's out, Spaceman on Netflix.
Oh my gosh.
Man, when he was on the spaceship, like they rotated the camera in a way, and I'm like, why the heck? Like, don't do that. The ship he's on doesn't have one of those circular motion things on it, so why are you rotating the camera? That messed with me.
So certain movies have to really catch my attention. So I like documentaries. I like watching. I know he's like, oh my gosh, they're so stupid.
No, I watch documentaries.
I'm currently watching a series on Netflix called The Tourist, and it's pretty good.
Oh.
But I like also other movies from other countries. So a lot of times I gotta have the subtitles on, which I can't do that while I'm driving.
You don't like foreign films, though.
I don't usually, but I have recently been watching a lot more. I'm in the middle of watching. I think it's called Griselda or something like that.
Oh yeah, that's so good.
Yeah, see, it's good. It's about a drug cartel.
Yeah, that one's like English. It's like mixed. It's like
It
English and
is,
Spanish.
but there's too much subtitles for me to do that while I'm driving. So
Darn, you can't watch while you're driving.
Yes, because mostly I'm just listening to it. I do have it. I have a little like magnetic thing set up in my dashboard so I can put my phone there.
Parasite's a good foreign film. One of the best ones of movies I've ever seen.
I don't know if I've seen that one. He said Parasite.
That would blow his mind specifically. Just like
oh,
the
because
plot
of
twists in the
yeah.
movies.
Is it not actually based on a parasite?
It's the concept of what a parasite is.
Okay.
It does.
Because remember that movie like the Martian's wife or the astronaut's wife or something like that, where dude goes to space and catches that parasite in his brain?
Yeah.
Is it like that or no?
No. It's like if you imagine a family, a poor family, they slowly integrate with a rich family through schemes and scams.
Oh.
And it escalates and escalates.
Is it on Netflix?
Yes.
That's that I'm into
it's
that.
Korean, so it's all subtitles.
Oh,
But they won a Grammy. They won Best Picture the year it came out.
Emmy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was.
Dude,
So
that
now
sounds
I'll have to watch it.
Because it sounds like I was watching some sort of TikTok reel that got me caught up into something like that. It was a storyline similar to that.
Yeah, it's.
So he's watching this movie this weekend, the whatever that was with the Adam Sandler.
Oh, Spaceman.
Oh my gosh, I sat on the couch and I sat there for like 5
It made
minutes.
me cry. It was a very emotional
I'm like, this
movie.
is literally the dumbest thing I've ever watched.
Because she like
We have totally different.
no,
it is so hard.
She didn't even tell me what was the movie about.
I know it was about the spider thing trying to save the guy's marriage. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But oh
It's
my
a
gosh.
metaphor.
Yes,
It's
it reminded me of the movie with Castaway.
Yeah.
Isn't Castaway the one where he's talking to the football?
To Wilbur, yes, but that's
soccer ball or whatever the ball
It's
is.
a volleyball, but yes.
Yeah, to
literally,
Wilson.
This movie was so profound because this dude has spent his entire life trying to be an astronaut that goes the furthest in space. Gets the opportunity to do that after he marries his wife. But when he takes the trip, she's pregnant. And he gets the realization that everything that he's worked hard for, that he wanted to achieve, he's there at the brink of it. But he's lonely and he doesn't have what he actually wants, because everything that he wants and truly desires, he left on Earth. And the spider that appears is a metaphor.
And he does not appear. The spider ends up inside of him at one point.
Once again, that's symbolic of it coming out of his mind. It started off in his head and it came out and manifested. And the spider is talking to him like, yo, you're jacked up because of the relationship you had with your dad. And this is how it is affecting your relationship. And it breaks it down and you're like, dang. And he comes to the realization that all I want to do is go home. And I'm out here. And I left her because I didn't know how to love her in the manner she needed to be loved. And now all I want is my wife. And I'm like, yo, that's deep. It was like, it wasn't a hee hee ha ha Adam Sandler movie. It was just a really good, I think.
That's what I was expecting. I haven't watched it yet. That's what I was expecting it to be.
Dude, it's good.
Oh my gosh.
But you see it differently.
But she didn't watch it from the beginning, so she has no context. That's like
I watched it from when the spider was coming out of his head.
Exactly.
And then I tried to come back out later, and I'm like, I cannot do this.
You can't.
After the
it's
thing,
like,
so I seen 3 sections of it. I seen it when the spider was coming out of his head and moving all around in his face. That was gross. And then I seen when he's having the heart-to-heart and trying to save his marriage. And then I seen when it was time for him to die.
Once again.
And he was literally crying.
My
and
wife,
I'm like, what the freaking heck is wrong with you? This is so...
I was not even crying like that.
It was awful.
I wasn't even crying. Like, what is you... I said it was emotional. I didn't say I was crying. Like, what is you talking about? That's different. You just exaggerated this whole scenario.
He literally cries for all kinds of movies.
So what? I didn't on this one.
Yes, you...
I did not. Gosh, dog, man. Anyways,
Christian, before we record next, I would like you to watch this movie. I just want to gauge where you are.
I probably will this week.
All right, so check this out. My wife jumping into the middle of a movie is like a person who's never seen Double Dutch trying to jump in and do Double Dutch and just get smacked in the face with the ropes. And then she says, I don't like Double Dutch. Well, you had never seen it done. Context is everything.
To be fair, those type of movies, you do have to watch it like
in its entirety. Yeah.
To understand it.
Yeah.
But I do.
I legit will
oh.
never watch that movie. Because even
what the heck are they cooking out there?
What I seen was just awful. Is that
Stouffer's French bread pizza?
Imagine it is.
Is it really?
I have no idea.
Oh, it smells.
Oh my gosh!
Hey, what y'all cooking out there? Can I get a bite?
You just ate.
Like, yo, it smells delicious. Like,
you guys always get back to food somehow.
I know.
This is not our fault. Like, you need a scent stopper at the bottom of the door or something. Like, man.
No.
Because the microwave is like, is it right there? Literally right outside the door.
Yeah.
Holy, how am I supposed to stay on topic? I know you smell it.
It doesn't do the same thing to me.
Listen. Yep.
To me, it's almost a turn off because I know it's microwavable food. Like, that just doesn't...
Okay, so I worked at Burger King. Burger King food is disgusting, right? It is disgusting. But there is something about them pumping that smell out into the atmosphere that just draws you in. Like, yo, I know this ain't good for me, but that flame broiled beef patty thing.
Especially when you're hungry.
Oh my gosh.
You get the wrong time. You're like, I know it's not good for me.
Dude.
I know it's disgusting, but
it's the smell that, like, literally, Tom and Jerry, that piece of cheese is out there and Jerry floats on the scent. That's what it is.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I just made you a sandwich.
First of all, do you see all of this? It takes more than just a sandwich to fuel all of this. Exactly. Christians, it's a thoroughbred. Like, you can't. I don't nibble.
I get so tired of hearing that.
I don't nibble.
Do you know what's hard?
I'm not a nibbler.
Is hearing Le'Veon say, I'm a thoroughbred.
Because he is.
After he's had 4 shoulder surgeries. I'm like, really?
Hey, listen. If he's a thoroughbred, the doctor would have been like, yo, this is the worst I've ever seen. And what do you say? Pretty much this is the worst he's ever seen. Because when we do it all the way. You know, we don't succumb to simple accidents or simple injuries. My dude is a thoroughbred. He didn't walk around 6 months with a totally dislocated shoulder that he's manually holding in place with his arm while working and doing everything he wants to do.
Sounds like a thoroughbred.
Thank you. By definition, Christian, right?
Actually, kind of Rose's fault too. Then it's your kid.
She ain't have a choice.
And it hasn't been
first of
6
all,
months.
Hey, check this out. I'm about to confess something live on air, and this ain't live. I'm about to record this.
See, this is finally.
Y'all
finally,
ready for
I'm
this?
not the only one that this is live on air.
So Rose was just a habitation for what I created my children in. Because I'm telling you, her body tried to reject every aspect of them being inside of her. Because I told her, like, 4 months in, we had to whip out the Palmers because her belly was so big because of what was growing inside of her. And I would rub her belly with that Palmers because it was just
awful.
stretching and tearing. And I said, I'm sorry, babe, you was messing with a real one. I told you I was a thoroughbred.
He used to tell me this every
all
night.
the time. I felt so bad for
annoying.
her because literally the kids inside of her were trying to break out to where like her skin became translucent. Like you could see the abdominal muscles. And
You
like,
could not see the muscles. Stop. Oh my gosh.
no, but like I'm telling you,
Not a Greek god,
no, like this. No, I'm talking her muscles, her abdominal muscles, because the skin is spreading so far apart.
It was bad.
Like
was
you don't
really
see
bad.
like skin anymore. You see like it was like paper thin, and I'm like, babe, she had stretch marks on her calves because every part of her was just expanding to feed and nurture this awesome thing.
He's not lying.
That was growing inside of her. And I used to get the Palmers and rub her feet because she would get stretch marks on her toe knuckles.
You're such a liar. He's lying now about that. It was actually, though, so bad that even your dad felt bad for me
Oh,
because
heck
there were
yeah.
days when I would go out to like make, because at some points, you know, we weren't stable at the time. So we were living with your parents. And there was a point when I was like pregnant. And so my duty at the house was dishes. And I would do the dishes and then I'd have to sit down. And then I'd get up and do some more dishes and then I have to sit down because my legs were so swollen that his dad would come out and would like, here, you just stay there. I'll do these. Because it was, I'm not.
Yeah, she went from 99 pounds, maybe 98 pounds, 98 and a half pounds when we were dating to over 200.
Yeah, when I
Like-
got pregnant with Le'Veon, it was so bad.
Thoroughbred.
Listen.
The crazy part is Seth was bigger than Le'Veon.
I know. But Le'Veon had already stretched you out to a
Le'Veon,
point
yeah,
to where it
How
was.
did they weigh when they were born? Were they big kids?
Yeah, Le'Veon.
Le'Veon, let's see. Do you remember?
I want to say Le'Veon was like 8'9" or something like that.
He was
8 pounds.
8'7".
Okay, 8'7", 22 inches long.
Mm-hmm.
And then Seth was like 9'5" or 9'6" or something.
9'5".
Yeah. Another
Yeah.
22-inch long kid.
So it was
Yeah.
crazy because when Seth came out, he couldn't even fit newborn clothes.
No.
He was already in the 0 to 3 month. I was like, but we bought all these clothes.
Hey, but I'm telling you, like, our family has always had big babies.
Mm-hmm.
My brother was a 10-pound baby, like 10 pounds. I think my cousin Morgan was a preemie, but he was like,
I don't even know how much he weighed.
I forget.
But it was crazy.
One of my
'cause
cousins was like almost 2 or 3 months premature.
I thought it was Deshaun.
I don't remember. I can't. Either it was Deshaun or Morgan, but they were still like 5 pounds.
They had put him in the NICU because they were so early, but they looked like
a regular
grown,
baby.
like a newborn baby, like a normal newborn baby. But
Yeah.
their lungs just weren't developed all the way.
So like Rose, when she was born, she was like, "Oh, I used to sit in the palm of my dad's hand, and he used to hold me like this." I was like, "Yeah, we've never experienced that in our family." Like,
Yeah, my dad.
It's always been a
my
two-handed
dad-
baby.
Yeah, my dad used to tell me the stories. He's like, your butt would sit right here, and your little legs would hang off, and your head would sit just above his hand, just the top of his head, and he could hold me just like that as a baby. But yeah, our kids, no. Listen, they were ridiculously heavy. You couldn't carry them around in the car seat because the car seat would be so heavy.
Yeah. So from birth, thoroughbreds. Like I've always claimed that. Like, for real.
Yeah.
It's in the DNA. It goes back to my great granddaddy, Gus Sales. I mean, I'm telling you what, that was a mountain of a man. When I say like literally literally, he had horses. Like, he had 13 kids. 13 kids, and they had a farm in Ohio. And one of the horses bucked my uncle's off. One of my uncles. And, like, they said he swung a 2x4 and whooped the horse's butt with a 2x4. Like,
That sounds like my dad.
dude, but I'm just saying, like, do you know how big your hands have to be to grip a 2x4 and to squat a horse's? I mean, like,
Hurt my hands.
right? And I met him when I was young. He passed when I was young. But I kid you not, I never acted up around him. And when he said something, like, his voice echoed deep inside of me, and I just, yes, like, there was no talk back ever. And yeah, I mean, a mountain of a man. I remember his hands were huge. I could have just been a little kid, but man, like, as I'm picturing it now, I felt like he could have palmed my entire face and just picked me up and, like, Spody, get over there and sit down, because he called everybody Spody. That was his thing, Spody.
I never met him.
Great dude, great dude, man. Good grandfather.
And you know, they're having a family reunion this summer. We have a lot happening this
real?
summer. Yes. So we
Oh,
have
that's right. I do remember seeing that.
we have a family reunion happening in July, and then another one happening in August. I have my cousin getting married. Your mom's gala is going on.
What? Oh,
We have a whole lot happening this summer.
yeah.
So the Sales family reunion
Yeah, we're gonna have to go to that one.
and the Paris family reunion.
Might take a hard pass on that one. Sorry, Mom.
Yeah, tell your mom that.
Sorry, Mom.
That reunion happens the same weekend as her gala.
Yeah.
And then my cousin gets married, I think, 2 weeks before that.
Sorry, Mikey.
We're going to his wedding. I've already RSVP'd.
It better not be a long ceremony, Mikey, or I'm gonna have to clown you.
He's short and sweet anyways.
I hope so. Like, the Sales family reunion is cool because it was like 13 kids and then all of their children. And then, so, like, hundreds of cousins show up, and it's balance, right? Guys and girls, it's balance. My mom's family reunion, there was 3 boys
I think
for
there's
my mom.
Well, no, I think that
And-
it's not like that. I think a lot of the family from Canada is coming.
Oh, that'd be interesting. That may be a little bit more appealing. But my Aunt Bonnie had 10 kids, and out of the, wait, was it 10? Let me see. No, 7 kids and only 1 boy. And out of all of those girls, bred a lot more girls, and then a lot more girls.
Yeah, but it's fun when everybody gets together. Some of your cousins came over while I was in Ohio, and we all played nerds, and it was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you're a girl.
Oh, whatever. I even got my hair braided while I was up there. And it was so funny because I FaceTime Francel, and he's like, you're going to have that out before you get back here, right?
Hey,
or
listen.
before you get to church Sunday, right?
Listen, I love all of my cousins, but I'm going to say this. One of my cousins, like, is going to be, like, the facilitator of the family reunion because she done had 13 herself. Is it 13? It's 13, right? 12 or
I think
13?
it's 12.
12 kids herself. And I'm like,
But
dang,
she has multiple sets of twins.
3 sets of twins, I think.
I think it's just 2.
Maybe 2. I don't know.
2 sets
I
of
can't
twins.
keep up.
So
I tried
that's
to-
what makes it harder.
I tried
Yeah.
to do this the other day. I tried to name off all her kids, and I can only name 5.
That's because we moved down here so long ago.
But only 5 of them know. And it's like, you feel like a horrible cousin if one of your cousins has 13 kids and you can only name 5 of her kids. And like,
I mean, 13. That's a lot to remember.
hey, listen. Hey, you talk to any of them. Your birthday in April, you can guess any month because it should be almost one any month almost.
Well, it's funny because when they all did come over that one day when they did my hair and stuff, and your mom's hair too, and we were talking.
All of them were there?
I think there was only 2 that didn't come.
Hold on, how many had the same birthday month as you?
I think there were like 5 at least.
5 are all born in September? Gosh, dog.
Because they were all talking about how, and I know Shirley is one of them. So it was funny how all of us had September birthdays.
How do you have a birthday party? You can never have a birthday party by yourself if 5 of your siblings is born in the same month as you. That means like multiple of y'all
It's
got
their birthday party.
yeah, like you have to share. You know what I mean? You don't
Well,
you
just
don't
imagine being the cake decorator.
No, you never get your own birthday cake.
No.
Never.
Well,
Unless
no,
it's a cupcake.
It's the same with mine.
Well, that's why I said, you know, you got happy birthday, and then you've got, you know,
You just put everybody.
yeah.
It's like shoot.
Wait,
man.
what did you say, Spody?
Yeah. Happy birthday, Spody.
Times 5.
Yeah, times 5. That's good.
Yeah. So, well, that's all we got time for this week. So we got to get going, but we'll catch you next week.
Peace.